Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are seeing this video, it means you like the idea that I had in my intro to my last video about doing a bedroom tour. Now that I'm actually starting to do it, I'm not sure how interesting it's actually going to be, but like I said, I'm just trying to think of some ideas to do that don't involve putting makeup anywhere near my eyes at the moment and stuff like that. So yes, I will be showing you kind of around my room, and it might just kind of show you a bit more of my more about me and my personality and stuff. You will quickly realise what my favourite animal is by this room tour. You probably will already know, potentially, but you will soon very quickly establish what my favourite animal is. So obviously I'm stood by my bedroom door, so I'll just give a quick overview of my bedroom and then I'll go around each bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with my little ladder shelf here that I've got. Now I have actually got a smaller one that is downstairs used for cookbooks. But this is, yeah, the one I have up here by my bed. So funny enough, I do have a calendar here. However, as you can see, it's still on March because there's just been no need for it at the moment. Starting with the top shelf first. So I've got this, I think they're called Russian dolls, aren't they? The kind of ones that are smaller inside as you open it up. I've had this since I was pretty much born. I don't know if it belonged to another family member beforehand. I do have a reed diffuser that's pretty much, or it is empty, so I probably need to replace that one. My boss gave that to me for Christmas not too long ago. This little elephant my housemate Emma gave to me from her, I think it was from her trip back from, was it Africa? I don't know, she does quite a bit of, well, she hasn't obviously recently, but she does go kind of travelling a little bit, so she brought me back this little elephant. I have resting here just a Masquerade Mask. I had this from uni when my friend had her 21st birthday. It was like a themed masquerade. This shelf is my perfume, so I can have a couple of the Superdrug perfumes, which are really nice. A couple of Body Shops. This one actually I got in that mini competition I won, so it's a French brand and it's really nice. I do have a Pacifica Ruby Gava perfume, which I'm pretty much out of, which is really nice. I did have the Pacifica Blood Orange in a rollerball, which I really liked, but I dropped it and smashed it, unfortunately. Moving on to this is a bit more of my skincare. Like I said, I'm terrible when it comes to skincare, so I did mention about the Body Shop Aloe Vera Night Cream before, and then I have got the Vitamin E overnight oil serum. I forgot to mention this actually. This is the Avril Rose Tonic, which again I won the competition. That's actually really quite nice. And then hiding back here is my Dfma Certificate. So if you remember when I went to London, when was it, a couple of years ago, I did do a bit of vlogging there. That's, yeah, my certificate hiding back. Onto the next shelf. So I have a broken pair of sunglasses, so I don't really know why they're still there. This is a little purse that actually when my boss went to, or she's kind of now my ex-boss, although I still sort of work at the cafe now and then. She went to Thailand either last year or the year before, and she kind of brought us all back little purses like this. We all picked one, so this is the one I've got, which is really, really pretty. And I've got a few kind of books. I've got a Gone with the Gin, so it's basically kind of cocktails with like a Hollywood twist, some really nice ones in there, so quite fun for parties. Obviously not having parties at the moment. What else? I've got the No More Dirty Looks book, so it's all about, a friend recommended me to get that, so it's all about kind of more ingredients and the kind of what are clean ingredients and why certain ingredients aren't that great for you and stuff, so it's quite a nice read. I've got my Timeless book, which I've obviously shown before. My sister gave it to me, so it's makeup and hair through the decades. Next, I've got this complete guide to drawing. So actually, my housemate gave this to me for my last birthday, because as I mentioned, stuff like that. So this has, oh, an Amazon gift card in there. How lovely. So it has kind of loads of different kind of drawing techniques, and it does. There are kind of ways that it shows you ways of drawing certain things, and yeah, so it's just quite a cool book, and I need to delve into it and start practicing my faces and stuff like that, because I am not so talented when it comes to that kind of thing. So I really loved that book. As I also mentioned, my mum got me the Caroline Hirons skincare book. So as I mentioned, I'm terrible at skincare, so I'm hoping this will kind of help me as well. So I'm going to kind of start reading it in the evenings before I go to bed. I've got this book here which is called Makeup is Art, and it's kind of got more editorial stuff in there. You can see by the front cover. It's just kind of really cool elements and stuff like that in there. And hiding back here, all my prosthetic magazines. If you don't like creepy stuff, I would probably look away now. All to do with prosthetics in film and TV. So there's loads of interviews of professionals in the industry that talk through their experiences and the films they worked on. So obviously I've got from the Game of Thrones White Walker. And they've got little easy how-tos in there as well, which I think is, oh, you can don't fall, thank you, which I think is really good, and it gives you recommendations for products in there. So if you like the kind of prosthetics side of things, I really do think these are really cool, and I just thoroughly enjoy them, to be honest. And then on the last shelf, I actually have a record player and a box that keeps my records in. So this isn't like a proper record player. It was one of those more modern ones that everyone kind of got a couple of years ago, or like 5 years ago. So that's really cool, and I've got a few vinyls in there, and then I've got a pedal to a keyboard that I have. So then I've got my bed. It's very creased. I know my bedding, I didn't fold up very well when I put it away last time, so this is incredibly creased. So then over here we've got a little set of drawers. Again, another elephant. I think this was my dad's, and he gave it to me so I could have it. And then there's like a little, it's kind of like a dish, but also it could be used as a mirror, but I'm kind of using it as decoration, which I think is really, really pretty. And to be honest, in these set of drawers, it's more just paperwork and boring stuff like that, so nothing particularly exciting. Okay, so going over to this side, so I actually do have my laptop hiding on the floor, and in this bag, before lockdown happened, I went and grabbed all kind of my music books and any kind of painting and drawing books that I had at my parents' house, because obviously I thought it'd be quite a good way to entertain myself during furlough, give me something to do. Well, there's a Disney flute book there. So that's kind of all music books, and then a few kind of drawing and painting books in there. And over on my windowsill we have my wig block. So I did mention I kind of wanted to make my own wig. This is as far as I've got with it, so I picked up a wig block. By the time I got around starting doing something for it is when I got my new job, so I had a chance to properly play with that. Some of you might recognise this if you remember my time at the prosthetics, when I did prosthetics in London. That's a cast of the top half of my head. So I still kept it just because it's quite, I mean, it's a bit creepy, but I quite like it as well. And in case you're wondering, I don't smoke, I just use the lighter to light my candle. And then I have this elephant picture here. Now this actually has a collage of Marvel behind it, so all the Marvel kind of cartoons are in the elephant picture just there. It's quite cute. I have another one very similar which isn't up, it's on my floor, I'll show you in a second, but I'm not so sure if I like it anymore. Obviously got my ring light here by my desk ready to go. Okay, moving on to the desk portion. Now I have kind of shown it before briefly. I did give it a little bit of tidy, but still, to be honest, quite messy. So I've got, I was having a peppermint tea. But these are all my brushes. This tin is where I keep all my dirty brushes, so I try and keep everything separate. This was actually just a tin that kept loose leaf tea in, which I just used for brushes now. I've actually got a few mugs that I use for brush holders, another loose leaf tin, loose leaf tea tin, and then I did get these from a shop, an interior shop, but I can't remember where that's from. So I've got my mirror here, which I use when I'm filming. Also my tripod, my camera I'm actually using right now. Then hiding on here are two little elephants. I got these from French Grey. I think there is a third one that French Grey do, but it was never there when I've got two palettes just chilling on my desk, so I really am looking forward to playing with the blues in this palette when my eyes have finally kind of sorted themselves out. So that's the Dose of Colours, the Friendcation palette by Katie and Desi. And hiding is my Joshua Tree palette that I'm really looking forward to finally getting to play with. So down here is a bit of a mess. It's kind of got some, there's watercolours in here, there's some pencils, a colouring book, more paints. In the box right at the bottom it's got some special effects and prosthetic stuff in there, which only really comes out to play when it gets to Halloween, which is not far off, although who knows what the circumstances will be by the time it gets to Halloween. Yeah, so this is kind of, I need to find a better place to store all this stuff. I was thinking maybe putting shelves on this wall potentially, or instead of having a chair at this desk, getting almost a, I guess more like a bench where you could lift, I could sit on it and then lift it up and I can have everything stored in there. So that's what I'm kind of thinking with that, because right now this doesn't look that great, but it is kind of hidden, so I'm not too worried about that. On this wall, this is the bouquet I had as maid of honour for my sister's wedding, which is being dried and put into a frame. Paige also has hers, and that's in her hallway at home. There is some drawing stuff under here, so I've got some pictures that I was doing. Like I said, I am quite messy. So this is one of the pictures I did right at the beginning of lockdown. It's not that great. I think the elephant could be much better than that. Have I got any other pictures? Yeah, again, I did do a frog, which I'm not particularly pleased with. Ooh, a jellyfish. Have I got anything else in hiding under here? So you would have seen these if you watched the vlog, the 2 trees that I did. So those are probably my better ones because they're the most recent ones that I did. So I've got another elephant, which again I don't think is particularly great. Sorting hat, again not a particularly great one. I don't know, I was just kind of having fun. So it's another Harry Potter themed, a music one, and a more nature type one. But yeah, I kind of want to get back into drawing, and actually maybe that could be another video idea for whilst I can't put makeup on. Now you probably would have seen this in the background of my videos, so I do have, ooh, let me just get out of the way. I do have these 3 elephants. Again, actually Emma got these for me for, I think it was the 2nd year we're in the flat for my birthday. And these are really, really nice. And actually for my birthday this year, Emma got me these 2 pictures or prints here. So if you didn't know, one of my favourite drinks is, well, alcoholic beverages is a gin and tonic, especially when it's summertime. I just think it's so refreshing and lovely. My favourite gin is actually not Bombay Sapphire, it's actually the Cotswold Distillery gin, but they didn't have a print of it and it's not necessarily the prettiest of bottles anyway, so I just thought the Bombay looked nice. And then I was tossing and turning between which kind of glass I wanted to go with it, and this was actually wasn't available until kind of more closer to my birthday, and I saw it and I definitely preferred it because I actually love cucumber in a gin and tonic. Then this is the picture which I used to love. I don't know if I do anymore. I think it's because it's just quite big. So it's got musical notes behind the elephants, which is quite sweet, and I do like music and stuff, but I'm not sure if I am a huge fan of it anymore, which is why it's on the floor. I'm just deciding what I want to do with it at the moment. To the right of my fireplace, again, this is not where I want to keep any of this stuff. So I've got a keyboard, my flute, and my ukulele here. I actually ideally would like maybe a plant here, only because, now this took me a while to notice. I think it was about 3 or 4 months after moving into this house, I realised, I think I was sat in bed one night, I was kind of looking over at the fireplace, and it's completely off centre, like not even in the middle whatsoever, which slightly annoys me a bit. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it'd make more sense for it to be centre. So that's why I think if I put something there, it kind of distracts from people realising it's all slightly off centre. This is just a banner from work that I was using for a project on Saturday. Is that going to stay there? So that will just go back to the office. So this is like a makeup case situation. There's nothing in it, all the makeup kind of expired, so I got rid of it, and I don't really do that kind of thing at the moment. And in all honesty, I don't like this case. It's very unstable and it's not practical. If things get knocked down at the bottom of it, it's just too deep and it's not great. So if you're ever thinking of doing freelancing, as lovely as you may think this looks, honestly, use a suitcase. It's much better and easier to find stuff, and you know, most people, I guess, would have a small suitcase, and if not, you know, you can use it then when we can finally, you know, go away and whatever. So you have actually seen these drawers before, because obviously I've done a makeup collection video. I will have that link down below because nothing has really changed to a degree. So I've got my lipsticks up here. There are some kind of hair products hiding behind and stuff like that. I will quickly show you in the drawers, but I have shown before. Actually, I think this drawer didn't have anything in before, but now I've actually put my kind of Depict some paints in here. These are some lovely kind of samples Emily gave me, which I haven't got around to using. A few brushes that just didn't fit in the tins are in there as well. In here is a few other lip products that just don't fit up there, so not that many in all honesty. I haven't really used this much, and I think this is such a pretty product, so I need to get using that again. This is, I'll be honest, this isn't as tidy as when you would have seen the makeup collection, so I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse. So my face stuff, my eye stuff, again a bit of a mess in there. This is like other eye stuff, like kind of my single eyeshadows and the more colourful liners and whatever are in there. And you won't be able to see much, but in here is nail varnishes and stuff like that. Okay, so now moving to the wardrobe. I apologise for the marks that are on this mirror. I have tried to clean it. It's every time I give it a wipe down, I kind of look at it in a different light and I find more prints and marks on it. So it's quite nice having a wardrobe with mirrors on it, but also it's kind of a slight pain as well. I'll start with the stuff on top. It's kind of where I just hide things, in all honesty. Bags of prosthetic stuff. There is actually some card making stuff that was my sister's, and I thought, oh, it might come in handy at some point. I'm not sure. There is watercolour stuff up there again. In that box is Christmas decorations. Going into the actual wardrobe, so we'll start with this side. So obviously it is just kind of mainly clothes. So this side is my skirts, dresses and coats. This coat here, so this is a faux leather coat. I've had that for a good 8 years or so. There are so many pieces in here that I've had for maybe almost 10 years because they're still in good condition. I wear them all the time. So actually this dress, that one and this one is a recent addition to mine, and that's because my sister didn't want them, so she handed them over to me. I've actually got another couple of dresses that she no longer wanted, so I've got them. So I have got new pieces in my wardrobe, but it's more kind of what I've stolen from my sister as opposed to what I've bought. Got some bags, a creepy little Dobby here. I have got some shoes down there, but it's all a bit messy if I be honest. I mean, there's a dungaree dress just chilling on the floor. I think I have mentioned before, I'm not the tidiest of people. This is kind of more my underwear, pyjama, and then my workout stuff down there, so it's not particularly exciting. Oh crikey. So I've got a box of kind of electrical stuff. So it's got cameras, it's got my straighteners, curlers, chargers. This is actually needs sorting out majorly because there's probably a lot of tangled stuff in there. This is where my tops live in this wardrobe. Again, this is actually one my sister didn't want to wear anymore, so I've kind of taken it off her. It's kind of something a bit more vibrant than I usually would wear, but I thought it might be kind of fun and nice for summer. Down here I've got some makeup bags I keep at the back. I've got quite a bit of, this is where I keep my headbands and my scrunchies. I think what's hiding at the back here. Ooh, so I've got the complete set of Charmed at the back here because I did used to absolutely love Charmed. And down here, oh, I have got a thing of jewellery, but I never change my jewellery anymore. But I literally wear the same necklace every day and also the same rings. So I don't wear as much of this as I used to, so I probably need to go through it and kind of maybe give to people, or, you know, see if anything's good, or if I want to start wearing some of this again. Just my couple of jeans. I'm not really a big jean wearer. I mean, I'm wearing jeans today, but I always find jeans quite uncomfortable. I much prefer skirts and dresses. There's a few bags at the bottom there, kind of the tote bags for shopping. In here I've got some DVDs. I think this is all my Disney DVDs. Now, this was a joke from my parents for my birthday. Now, anyone that knows me knows the original Cats is one of my favourite musicals. Now, I know not for everyone, it's their choice of musical, but my mum had the videotape of it. And so since like the age of 3 or 4, I have been watching that. I watched it religiously. I think because I was starting ballet as well, the dancing really intrigued me. I loved it so much, and I think the actual first time I properly got to watch it in the West End, I think I was in my teens. So it was a long time I was watching that video. I actually got given the DVD because they've obviously bought a DVD of it now, the old version. I know not everyone likes it because it's not really much of a storyline to it, but it's more about, I guess, the singing, the dancing, and if you love dance then you like it. And when I saw the trailer for this new one, I'll be honest, I was not impressed by it, and I didn't want to go and see it because I knew it was going to ruin the musical for me. And so my parents did get it as a joke for me for my birthday, so I did watch it, and it is just as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's weird, like in the original, what they've tried to do is obviously give it more of a storyline, because like I said, there's not much of a plot line in the original. It's more about the talent, I guess. So tried to give it more of a storyline, but they've altered some of the songs. The problem is, because I watched it all the time, I'm not saying I knew the dance routines off by heart, but I knew they've really changed it and actually made it a lot less dancey, which I don't get. And also I feel like in the original, despite the fact they were obviously humans with leotards and face paints on, I felt they looked a lot more like cats than the CGI version does. So I would not, honestly, I would not recommend this. So where my Disney kind of DVDs are hiding in here. This. So for my very first birthday in the flat with Emma, she kindly got me this material. And she was meant to make it into a cushion for me, and then I could have it on my bed, because oh my god, mistake of my bed. I'm like kind of grey bedding, and I like quite plain bedding, so I thought this would be quite fun with adding some fun and colour to it. And I used to love Volkswagen Beetles. I just thought this was such a cool material, and yeah, she was going to make it into a cushion for me, and she has promised that she will do, but it's kind of sat as material in my drawer at the moment. So I would do it myself, but I'm not a sewer. She actually has a sewing machine, and she's kind of into that sort of thing. I can't remember how long ago I got this. It's a card making techniques book. So yeah, just kind of fun and creative, which is why I did steal my sister's card making stuff, and I thought, well, maybe I might start doing that, something a bit more fun and creative, although I haven't done anything with it yet. Just these are kind of jumpers, and I've got a few kind of more hoodie type things for casual in there, so nothing particularly exciting. Then to the final bit of the room, which again is not particularly exciting. I just have my laundry basket, which has got my bedding in that I need to wash. Oh, it's also got a mask I need to wash as well. I really like these masks, in case you're interested in ones I use. So this is from Liam Hodges, and it's really nice. It's got wire in the top bit, so you can obviously sculpt it around your nose. And it's also got adjustable straps, which is quite nice. If you're finding a mask is too big or too tight, you can kind of loosen it and get it to fit your face properly and as securely as you like, which is, I think it's really nice. But that needs to go out for wash, and it's reusable, obviously. Table, which I don't really use anymore. That just is my bag for my ring light. My little suitcase down here, and I've got my towel up here hanging on little elephant hooks. So these are actually a recent addition. I kind of treated myself to these at my birthday, for my birthday. And then my housemate's friend put them up very kindly for me. So that is my room. I don't know how interesting that was, but I thought it would be quite fun to show you some stuff. And if you haven't realised, my favourite animal are elephants. As you can see, is scattered about the room. Actually, an addition I want to make to my room is, so above my bed, I'd love some kind of really big landscape size picture of an elephant or two. And I think I kind of want it, I'm so fussy when it comes to stuff like that. I haven't found any that I like so far, but I think I want it in grayscale, almost like a sketch. I think that's how I want it to be. And actually I have realised there is another elephant item that I do own that lives downstairs, which I will just show you. I'll just go ahead and just quickly show you. So sitting on these shelves up here are elephant bookends, and I think they're really nice. But yeah, and actually I'll just quickly show you this as well, because it's quite cute. So Emma's sisters got her this paint by numbers picture of Bertie. So Emma sat and painted this, and I think it's actually really cool for a paint by numbers. I think that looks really, really nice. So he just lives there because he is the ruler of this house. But I just think that was so nice. And I think it came out so well for a paint by numbers. So that is this video complete. Like I said, I really hope you found it kind of interesting. And I thought it's a nice way, I guess, of showing a bit more of my personality and what I like. That's not makeup. And yeah, I mean, my room's nothing amazing or anything like that, but it has kind of details that I really like, and you know, I've got all my elephants spread about the place. If you enjoyed, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.